said, why this place so dry? No love to find. You're the only one that ever acts kind. They all after me. What's happening? I wish that you could see what I see. Your boyfriend's a douche that thinks he's cool and doesn't deserve a girl like you.
What up? It's your boy Nagato Uzumaki Whitaker, and what's up, Uzumaki gang? And I just wanted to thanks because more people are subscribing to my channel, and I'm grateful and all. But I just wanted to tell you, if you have any friends, to tell them to check out my channel, tell them to subscribe, tell them to like. I guess I'll be doing a part 2 to what if Deku was the reincarnation of all the Akatsuki and was cheated on. So yeah, we're gonna start this off at a hero meeting involving like the top 50 heroes, and along with Sir Night-Eye, which I don't know if he's in the top 50, but I think he should be. But so they're all sitting there talking about the recent events that have happened at UA. Well, I might still suggest that it could be a quirk from All For One. But everybody says that All For One is either dead or is still stuck in the prison cell. So they're all looking around for people who could probably pass down quirks or something like that. And people who could take quirks to take Deku's abilities from him. So eventually they find a few people that could take quirks permanently. They don't have All For One, they just have a quirk. Like, one's called Take Back, and yeah. So they take a few people like that. They ask them if they want to help, and if they do, they'll get like a $50,000 reward. I don't know what like the Japanese equivalent would be, but so they say yes. They go, and then they find Deku. They break the even stronger barrier this time, because they have the top 50 heroes. And so one of the guys charges in there and touches Deku, and then tries to use one of the powers he's heard about, which tries to use one of the powers, which is called Kamui, which he heard about. Like, he told them it's called Kamui. So he tries to use it. Like, he tries to turn his eyes into Mangekyo and change it, but he can't. And he's like, I can't take it. It's not a quirk. It's nothing even like it. And he starts running towards the exit, but then before he could get there, Izuku Kamui's in front of him, and then he, I think I've had him use a lot of, Konon and Pain's and Edera's abilities, and Obito's too. He grabs, Samehara and hits him with it, taking 75% of his energy, and then hitting him in the back with it. Like, at first he hit him in the shoulder, and then he hits him in the back and sends him flying out of the cave. And then he grabs Hidan's scythe and waits for a hero to charge at him. And I'm going to say that Sir Night... or no. I don't know if he actually died in the story, but I'm just going to say he didn't. That Lock hero, he charges at Izuku to lock him in place. And so Izuku slashes at his leg, and then so blood blushes out, but he's fine because he locks the blood in place. And so Izuku licks the blood on the scythe, and they just all look at him with a disgusted face like, ew, dude. And some of the blood that got on the ground, he draws a circle and then a triangle with it. And then so Endeavor shoots fire at him, and then once the smoke clears, they see that, like, the Lock hero is burnt. Like, he's burnt. So they're wondering if he switched places with the Lock hero. So All Might goes to punch Izuku, And then once he does, like, he punches Izuku straight in the stomach, all force, like, full force. And then the Lock hero gets, like, basically, like, once he, like, blood comes out of his mouth. And he's like, stop, stop. Whatever he did, he linked our blood in our body somehow. And obviously he can't feel pain. But them being dumb as rocks just kept trying. Like, Best Genius tried to squeeze him to death. And then the Lock hero was literally just dying. And then that's when they realized, oh, finally. We should have listened earlier. But so, Tsunade touches Izuku to predict his next movement. And his next movement will be to stab himself in the heart. So they all have to stop him from doing that. And he's like, his next movement will be to stab himself in the heart. End up killing Lock. We must stop him. And then, so All Might comes, and he tries to take the scythe away until Izuku cuts his hand. Like, he kind of, like, slashes his hand, but doesn't cut it off. And then, so, he's about to stab himself in the heart, but he ends up getting hit with, like, I'm going to say that Mirio, Nejire, Tamaki, Kirishima, Froppy, Akatsuki, and Ochako were there. And so, Nejire shoots like a Nejire ray at him. And then he ends up missing his heart, but puncturing one of the lungs. And he starts laughing like a maniac. And he's like, what are you going to do about that? And then he takes it out. And I think I'll have him put them in Tsukuyomi by Itachi. I love how I said it like it was a song. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Brand New Day by Atlas. Oh, let me just turn this down a bit. But so, he puts basically all of them there in Tsukuyomi except the, Froppy, Ochako, Tamaki, Kirishima, Mirio, Endeavor, and All Might. Because they're just, he didn't put he didn't put them in the Tsukuyomi because he wanted them to see what he was about to do. And then, he couldn't put Endeavor or All Might there because they were just too strong for the Tsukuyomi at that time because he wasn't going full power. Just to show them that he doesn't need to go full power. So, he slashed at most of the heroes. Like, remember when Obito got mad about Rin's death? So he did that. Like, he rampaged. Except this time he was actually focusing more on his moves. And he made sure not to kill them, but injure them really bad. Like, they would have to quit hero work at this point, probably. And so eventually Tamaki tries to eat like his blood. Like, Izuku accidentally cuts himself on one of the surroundings of the cave, and it flies through the air, and Tamaki tries to lick the blood and try to use his Kamui, except he still can't, because it's still not a part of Izuku's blood. And so Izuku looks at him with kind of like a blaring Mangekyo, and then Tamaki stands still and starts shivering. And what Izuku made him see was him having to eat the body of the number one hero, aka All Might, to get his power and become number one. And Mirio, Nejire, and all his friends. So, and then once Izuku gets him out of it, like, he closes his eyes, and then all the heroes drop, and then Tamaki starts shivering and runs away. And then so everybody else goes to chase him down. That can, mind you. Izuku basically uses his two clay birds to pick up the heroes and drop them on top of a hospital, not even inside. It's not gonna even try to put them at the front entrance. No, drop them on top from whatever height, and then they explode midair, coming back. And so he moves bases so people can't find them. And I have a pretty good battle next time, so I think I'll end it here.